Really?
No.
I really like the song, and I also really like that picture of the green kind of suburban living room with, it almost looks like it's kind of cluttered, and I feel like, not necessarily that the song gave me that vibe, but the picture made me think of like, almost like hoarder, like living in, like, I know it's called, I don't know what the lyrics are, but the title, like Suburbia Destination, it almost made me think of like a condition where you've grown up in the same place with all of this stuff and you feel like you can't break free of it, which is kind of like what a hoarder is. Like they collect all these things and memories or sentimentality or whatever. And I don't know, maybe that's a context that you could explore to like make the video have more, not necessarily a narrative, but have more context.
I really like the song, and the narrative has real potential to make the video really interesting to watch. The one thing I'd say about it is it feels like there's a beginning and a middle to it, but there's not necessarily an end. And I think you could almost come up with, because the narrative is quite strong for this, you know, showing the kids being kind of outcasted, and then maybe he's got his own issues as well. Some kind of end to it, whether it could be in the end the popular group, one of them ends up hearing his music and kind of then gets it, and you see that change and feels really, you know, or it could be anything, but it just feels like it needs something a little bit more to it, like an end to it. If you get what I mean.
Very valid. Yeah, something. I completely agree. Anyone else? For this idea still.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So I kind of explained my previous point without like. So for your idea, I think the root of it is who you are and who you want to be, and maybe if you're not in the best position, like in a social group or at home or in your job, you feel like this jealousy for the person that you aspire to be or what you see in other people. And you could do, if you wanted to do it in the cafeteria, that'd be fine. But if maybe you wanted to make it more symbolic or visual, you could think about having two sets that really contrast that, like having an old-fashioned living room full of stuff contrasted with a really modern white space that's very clean and simple, and it's just like an idea.
Very good. No, I like the motivation behind. The idea, the kind between the two boys, I feel it's been done a lot. You know, not saying to put it off of it. What I like is whether you realise it or not, between this set here and this style and this symmetry, you've got a real Wes Anderson vibe to your video, which structurally and visually gives you tons to play around with. It could be really nice, especially if you filmed and shot and did the cameras in his style, something nice to play around with. I'm not a big fan of the school narrative personally. I think it's, you know, something that could be expanded on. You could do it more metaphorical. Then is a student. The canteen is the one place in school that's the hardest to film in. You'll never get more than an hour in there. It's always being cleaned, and every break time, lunchtime, and everything else, you have the entire school gathering. So as a location, it's like almost a guaranteed no. The only time we'd get it is in the evening, and even then you wouldn't get in there till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Because obviously they have to clean and get ready and prep for breakfast the next day. So canteen is always going to be a no. But the rest of it, very cool. Love the style, love the imagery. Jumping into your second idea, straight away, the song took a while for it to grow on me, but I ended up really liking it. I love the costumes, I love the style that you're going for, I love the neon look. I love this image of like the neon catwalk, and I almost imagine like the girls on one side, the guys on the other, like playing it around. It doesn't need to be more than that. You could add something else to it, but I really like it. I think it's really, really cool. Visually striking as well. Greta?
I really like the song as well and the idea.
I just thought maybe to, instead of having like the band, just have the dancers and have a good choreography and stuff. So they focus on that and everyone doing like the same thing, like a modern vibe.
Tom?
Really awesome song, and the idea is really cool as well. I just, with the lyrics, something like I'm fading to the darkness in your soul, I think is one of the ones that's repeated. It's quite hard to hear it, but because there's also that distinct change where it's suddenly got a heavy, hard synth over it, that at that point almost you could be using lots of whites before it, and sort of brighter colours, and then go when it hits in really sort of deep, dark, like a kind of uncomfortable feel to it, maybe like just black, almost like a slow pulsing stroke, but use lots of blacks and dark, kind of to represent that. That could work quite nicely.
Nice. And lastly, I'm just pressing it. Go on then. Lastly, Nat.
Your visual and costume elements gave me a really strong, like, kind of 2001 Space Odyssey, like, futuristic.
Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I think you can do a lot with lighting and costume, and maybe, that's basically it. It reminded me of 2001.
It's really cool. It looks visually stunning. You need to think of something else to add to it. Catwalk, cool costumes, clone style, but there's enough there to make a very good video. Well done. Very good, Sean. All right.